Hello, BookTube. It's a Sunday here at Hyde Cottage, which usually means a bleak and barren Sunday. My code word on this channel for a day on which I get no books in the mail, in which nothing comes through the slot, and I have to make do with a paltry number that I already have. But today is different, because today I didn't just get a book in the mail. I didn't just get 10 books in the mail. I got 1,000,000 books in the mail, which is kind of strange, because I got this. I got something that I just recently ordered. I thought we'd go through it together, an unboxing. But a real unboxing, not where you just know it's boring old books. In my channel, it's always books. I know what this is, and I think you do too, because I mentioned it. This is my new... here, let's open it up here so you can see it. This is my new Kindle Fire. I ordered the new Kindle Fire. This is the late 2017... 8 gig storage. This is the late 2017 version with Alexa built in. And here we'll unbox it. Oh, it's not a box. They decided just to put it in these, five and dime style envelopes, because why do otherwise? Who cares about the packaging? They decided to just do the cheap route in order to keep the price down on the whole thing. This was $50. This thing. And what have we got here? Okay. All right, so we have a little pamphlet going through the basics of the Kindle Fire. You can also find tons and tons of videos online. And you have the power cord, which has has an adapter so that you can run it. You can charge your thing on your computer. You don't have to do it on the wall, but the wall is much faster, so I just do it that way. And the plug for plugging it in, and then the Fire itself. This is the late 2017 edition is a little bit thinner and a little bit lighter than the one from the year before, with a slightly better processor, slightly better optics. It's a better machine. The price is the same, and the price is dirt cheap anyway. It's kind of amazing, sort of a no-brainer. And in addition to that, this Kindle has two changes. The first one is there are colors. It comes in colors. I got mine in red. The old one was just black, and that was all. This comes in red or blue. There's also a utility kind of yellow that I like the look of, but I thought I might come to dislike it, whereas red I love. And also, this has Alexa built in. Google's electronic assistant is built into the system, whereas in the previous one, you had to get an update for it. And I've been experimenting. I got the update; it came automatically with my old Kindle, and I started experimenting with Alexa, with seeing what it's like to use it, as opposed to just knowing it's there, seeing what it's like to use it, and it quickly becomes something that you can rely on. It's actually useful in a lot of ways, and that's just at the bare bones level. There are a whole bunch of things. I'm sure that where did it go? I'm sure that this booklet will teach me how to do it, but the Alexa can be trained to do all kinds of more complex back and forth than simply asking, what the Boston Red Sox are doing today or anything like that. It is mighty convenient if you're reading in bed and all your electronics are off and you don't want to go through any kind of rigmarole. It's mighty convenient to just reach over, tap Alexa, and say weather, and get the forecast. That's mighty convenient. But also, just the other day, I was writing a piece, and I was writing a piece about two men, and I knew when they were both born because I'm reviewing the book that's about them. But when I was writing the piece, I thought, wait a minute, there's another Broadway composer who was their exact contemporary, I think, but I'm not 100% sure. Was there maybe a mentor-student relationship that existed between the two of them? I thought the only way to know that is to know when the other guy was born. And I simply tapped Alexa and said, so-and-so birth date. I got it without going on Wikipedia, without doing anything. I got it without breaking the flow of writing, in other words. And God knows what else it can do. I will find out. So those are the two main differences here. Actually, there are a bunch of differences. This is lighter. It's thinner. It's faster. The visual resolution on the screen is slightly better. The camera, front and back facing, is slightly better. It comes in colors, and it comes with Alexa built in. So it is a slightly better machine. It's not like Amazon just, gave you colors and repackaged the same old thing. And that's what I meant by 1,000,000 books, because in addition to getting a new device, I'm also going to use it in new ways. And I've decided that one of the ways that I'm going to use is Kindle Unlimited, which is a service that Amazon offers where you pay $10 a month and you get a vast ecosystem of books for that money, and probably lots of other things too that I don't know about, for the course of that month. And they offer the first month as an introductory offer free. But I think I want it anyway, because it was billed and also vilified in the press as sort of Netflix for books. And like Netflix, it often doesn't include the really big ticket items until long after they're big ticket items. And at first I thought that was a drawback, but what Kindle Unlimited really does include is an enormous number of indie authors who I would otherwise not know about, and whose work I want to read. I don't want to confine my reading to just a small preserve of the reading world, or even in my case, a large preserve of the reading world. I want to read it all. I want to experience everything. So the Kindle Unlimited, $10 a month, I'm not going to miss that. And in exchange for that, I'm going to get access to a lot of people where, instead of thinking, well, the plot description and the sample seem really good, but is it really worth $4? I don't. If I saw it at the Brattle for $4, I wouldn't buy it. That Kindle Unlimited removes that moment of hesitation, because you've got you buy an entry fee, and then you can just run amok. And I'm going to do that, so I'm always going to have a lot of books on this thing. I think Kindle Unlimited also gives you lots and lots of interesting backstock as well. Georgette Heyer, for instance, I think is entirely on Kindle Unlimited, and who knows who else that I've been meaning to reread or to re-encounter. So this Bleak and Barren Sunday has millions of books. I just have to. I will now set aside. I can't do it right now, but later on today, I will set aside an hour to just play with this thing, which is enormous fun in its own right. Although, for good or ill, I used to say ill. Now I'm not so sure. Now I'm willing to give it the benefit of the doubt. Amazon is an octopus. It remembers everything. It doesn't let you go. It wants to draw you in. And as a result, I used my Amazon account, of course, to buy this thing. And that means that this machine, this new Kindle Fire, will come automatically hooked up to that account. I won't need to figure out what my Amazon password is and reset everything up and then make sure they're all communicating with each other. No, this is the same thing. This is just one. It's just another portal to the same account, and it comes pre-registered with that, which is great. So there you have it. That is my Bleak and Barren Sunday. That is a new Kindle Fire, $50 with Alexa, so that I can ask all about Adam at Memento Mori, and a bunch of books. I mean, it's going to take me probably 10 minutes to set up and acclimate this thing. I'm going to use the other 50 minutes to load it with books, to sign up for Kindle Unlimited and load it with books. That's what I'm going to use that time for. And then just have a bunch of reading whenever I'm out and about, or, even when I'm not out and about. This is a lot more convenient. When you're laying in bed patting a puppy with one hand, this is a lot more convenient than a printed book. I'm sorry, I know I've been saying that since the beginning of this channel. I'm not changing my story. This is a lot more convenient than that. So, anyway, I just wanted to make sure. I mentioned that I was going to order a new Kindle and that I was going to explore Amazon in a more friendly term than I have, and I just wanted to show you the first step in that procedure. So I'll sign off for now, and I'll see you soon. Thank you, BookTube.